It's happening. Well, it feels like an eternity since I last did a video. I was out last weekend though, but I didn't do any filming last weekend. But it was good to be out anyway. But I don't know if you can tell where I am. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm in the Lake District. We've just parked down in Honistor, and if you've ever come from Honistor before, that grey path, some filthy inclines on it. So today we're heading towards High Stile. I don't know if we will make it all the way there, because you know how my camps always end. We never end up where we get to. So potentially High Crag, potentially High Stile. We'll see what the crack is when we're over there, but it'll be good to get up high anyway, because look at the weather, man. Blue skies, should get a decent sunset and a decent sunrise. And the forecast looks brilliant for this weekend. Don't know if you can make it out or not, but Great Gable just peeking out over there, and you got some of the big boys, Pillar and all that jazz. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and we're going to crack on. Imagine that was your view out your window every morning, looking out to that. This is Dub's hut, and I believe these are new. I've never stayed in here, but wouldn't mind. Nice little fire. Yeah, I wouldn't mind staying in here myself, but anyway, onwards and upwards. I think we might be at the halfway point. Yeah, what do you reckon?
A little bit under.
Just under halfway, James tells me. But we're just near Inanimate Town. You can see it behind me here. I believe this is Wainwright's final resting place. And I tell you what, I wouldn't mind my resting place to be something like this. Just think, patrolling around here every single night, taking in the Lake District. You can't ask for much more, can you? He's even got some pets, some ducks. Class. Anyway, I'm going to pick some water up from here and then onwards, whichever way, I don't know. Here's a better angle of inanimate tarn. Just down there. Yeah, look. You got inanimate tarn, and then obviously that's Green Gable, Great Gable, Kirkfell, and then the monster. That's Pillar. And we're going up here at the minute, which is Haystacks. I've never been up Haystacks, so it'd be good to tick that one off, as they say. But yeah, come on, let's crack on. Gutted, man. Me and James have just come off the top of Haystacks. It's just here. We started to make our way down. I'll show you in a second. But underestimated this, to be honest. It's 2 hours to sunset. There's no way we're going to make it up to High Crag, because I don't know if you're able to see the route or not, but you drop down here and then you go up onto this first little edge, and then you go all the way up to the top of High Crag there. And I just think we've proper underestimated it. Well, I have. So I've said we'll make our way back over Haystacks towards Inanimate Tarn and Blackbet Tarn, and we'll see where we get to, because if we don't end up with a high enough pitch, we're not going to get sunset or sunrise, are we? So if we go back up this way, it's like, what, 590 metres or something. So we're going to head back that way and see what we can get, really, because I think it's just damage limitations now. I am gutted, but I'll come back for it. But next time I'm going to park down near Crummock and bottom here, and then go up through the middle so you can go in between Red Pike. That's my plan next time. But I'm not doing this again. So anyway, I'm going to start making my way back. Well, that was some effort. I'll show you where we've come from. But we found a spot here. You see James? He's just pitching in there. But we'll show you some views as well in a minute, but I don't know if you can make it out on camera or not, but we were going to head for that back one up there, but it isn't happening. So obviously this next one here is Haystacks. There's loads of people pitched up in all different holes and crevices up there. So we've followed this back and come on the other side of the fence, and we found a really nice spot for me and James in here. So we are going to pitch in behind. And as you can see, Ennerdale down there, and then you've got Pillar, and then Kirkfell up here, and then the Beast, Great Gable up there, and Green Gable at the side of it. I don't know if you can make it out through the gap up there or not, but I think that might be Great End. And then behind here you've got the Scarfell range. So enough waffle, let's get that tent up. we're all pitched up now. You can see the tents over my shoulder there, can't you? Just in there. And for any of you eagle-eyed folk, you probably noticed, if you watch any previous videos from other YouTubers, you might have noticed that I do have a new tent. You can just see her there. We'll go and have a little look round. But yeah, I sold my Nallo. I moved the Nallo on to create some money to buy the Jannu. Is that how you pronounce it? One of the two. But yeah, we'll go and have a little walk round, have a little look at it, and then we'll have a little talk about it. Okay. So here she is, the Ferrari of all tents. So I've just got vestibule open there and just hooked it on there. I've opted to not go for a footprint on this one because the vestibule isn't really usable. But we'll sit in it in a minute and have a butcher's. But yeah, doesn't she look good? James is in the Nallo. Trusty Nallo. Bang for your buck. Hilleberg for me. So yeah, there's a full tour. And then you've got two entrances on the door. You've got one zip that runs up this side. I've just ran it all the way around at the minute. Just ran it all the way around here and then just hooked it back in the corner at the minute. Just so I can get a nice big bit. I'm just using a piece of little bit of foam just to kneel on, so you can get in and out of the tent sort of without kneeling on any wet grass or anything like that. But you can use the door from the other side if you wanted to just zip this piece down here. You can zip this bit down and just step into it that way, which is just depends which way the wind's coming from really. If it's coming straight at it, you'd probably want to use the side. Just make the choice if you're using one of these yourself. But we'll have a sit in it. So while we're at it, snack bag, meals. I'm on a real turn mat again tonight. Zen bivvy as usual, and all my down gears at the bottom down there, my bag, spare clothes and all that shenanigans. But anyway, you'll notice like, when you sit in the vestibule here, your head is quite touching this, so to get in it's quite low profile. But then as soon as you kind of make that little move backwards, you get way more head height into up here. So it's better to be further in the tent than it is to be sat in the vestibule. So that's the main reason why I've not chose to go for a footprint on it, because it's unusable really more than anything else. Just to store like a bit of water, your poles, maybe even your rucksack, something like that. But one thing that's really good is, turn you around, this is a vent. So I've got it rolled back at the minute, but you can roll it back again. So that's like, you can see the poles, that's right onto the outside of the tent. So if you wanted full ventilation, you've got it. It's a well ventilated tent anyway. I had it out last weekend and it started off getting a bit of condensation, but as soon as I cracked the door and I cracked open the vent, I had nothing. You can see I've not put my foil mat down either, because tonight's temperature is 5 degrees overnight, so it isn't going to get cold anyway, shape or form. So yeah, that's the beast. Let me know what you think of her, because I enjoy it. And I'll tell you the reason why I actually bought it was because I love the Nallo. I love a tunnel style tent, but this is also freestanding at the same time. So I wanted that kind of freestandingness, but kind of tunnel as well. And I think my view on the Jannu is it's a bit like an unner with a vestibule, and then you've got like a third pole that comes round. I don't know. What do you think? That's my thoughts. But anyway, I'm going to go and chill out, have a look at the views, watch the sunset, and then probably cook up a storm. So you shall see me in a bit. Good. I'll whack it on now.
sake, lad. Scran time.
Should be enough for you, shouldn't it?
What? Woo-hoo!
No.
Yeah, well, let's finish it, innit? Woo! Real Termat taco bowl. We're both on the same thing. James said that they're the goat. So let's give it the old pocket.
Lad, I might ship that first. The ball in the bag jacket.
Right, I'll tell you what we think of it after we vet it. So we're going to let it warm up, rehydrate.
Just tell them now, it's going to be peng.
What do you say, James?
It's going to be peng, you don't need to decide or think about it. 10 out of 10.
You heard it here first. Well, that meal, like James said, 10-10 peng. I'll definitely be having that one again. That was the Real Termat taco bowl for all you viewers at home. Yeah, definitely one of the best ones I've had out there, to be honest. I had the tikka masala one last weekend. That was alright. The notorious Hilleberg zippers. I don't know if you can hear them or not. The wind's flapping it and you can hear them jingle jingle. You know, its own, what is it? It's like a wind chime, innit, in the tent. Therapeutic or not. I don't really bother, it doesn't really bother me that. Once I get my earplugs in, I'm goners. But anyway, so that's us scranned up. We're in tents chilling, so I'm gonna kind of tuck into some snacks, I think. Watch maybe some YouTube, maybe a film, maybe a series, maybe listen to some music. Got my headphones with me anyway, so we'll see what the night holds for me. So I'm gonna sign off now, and I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Tell you what a stunning little morning. I know the sun's coming up just behind here. I know we're not high or anything, but you know, you I don't know, you've probably seen it on the clips, but there's a river that comes, I mean, it comes down in between
gables, Kirkfell. Just a pleasure to just look at. And just think one time, this valley was probably carved out with like ice all them years ago. So it's just phenomenal to be in a place like this, isn't it? But I had a decent night's kip last night. Got a bit of an headache this morning because I don't think I drank enough water yesterday and last night. So I'm going to try and get some water down me this morning. But yeah, it was a bit, I wouldn't say it was like windy, but the wind was rattling the tent a little bit last night. But I still had a good kip. I'm going to go make a brew, I think, and then start packing away and probably head back down to the car then. It's not far from me, to be truthfully honest. Bit of brekkie and Keswick. So anyway, let's get this brew on. Brew with a view. Just been sat here watching the world go by. I'm just admiring these views. Gable is something special to look at though, isn't it? I'm just looking at all the rock formation. Yeah, look at this. I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but obviously that's pillar in front of us, but look at all the rock formations. Stunning. And you've got Ennerdale water down there. So yeah, I've had my brew. It's time to pack up the gear now and make our way off. Let's get this tent down. You know the score. Bags all packed away. We're all packed away now. This is where we were. You know the score. Take your shit with you. Let's crack on. It's like the Undertaker getting into the ring. Oh. 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 almost back down in the car now. You can't see it or not, but there's a Honistor's down there. So that's where we parked the car last night. 15 quid overnight, which I don't think is too bad. Obviously it goes into probably one of the only working mines. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird camp last night because obviously I planned to go towards High Stile. Didn't make it. Overestimated the hike, like I always do. But that one was way too overestimated. So we made do, we found a little ledge, nice views. Sunrise and sunset weren't the greatest from there, but it is what it is. You can't have them all, can you? But it was nice to be out, chilled, catch up with James. It's always nice to be out with a friend. And you on the same wavelength, aren't you? You know, camping and all that jazz. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. And I'll see you on the next one.